I never believed in fate. For me, life had always been about choices, about control. If you worked hard, you got results. If you didn't, you failed. Simple as that. But that belief shattered one ordinary, rainy afternoon. The rain had caught me unprepared. I stumbled into a small bookstore I had never noticed before. The place smelled of old pages. "Rilke," she said, showing me the cover. "He writes about longing, about love that feels eternal." "Rilke," I smiled. "I've always preferred Neruda. He makes love feel like fire." She smiled back, "And Rilke makes it feel like eternity." We talked. First about books, then about life itself. The rain ended, the shop emptied, but we remained. The street shimmered with reflected light. She walked beside me, humming quietly, her steps unhurried. "Do you always spend your afternoons in bookstores?" I asked. "Only when it rains," she said. "Rain feels like the perfect excuse to escape reality." I grinned. "Then I am glad it rained today." Her smile in response was shy, but real. At her. The next day, I returned to the bookstore. She wasn't there. My heart sank. But then, tucked between the pages of a book, I found a folded note. "If you come back, call me." I think we left the story unfinished. Her number was written beneath. I didn't wait. My fingers trembled as I dialed. "I was hoping it would be you," she answered. "Coffee." We met at a small cafe near the river. She wore a blue sweater. Simple, yet it felt as though it had been made only to hold her warmth. We talked for hours, just like before, about childhood dreams, about the music that shaped us, about fears we never admitted to anyone else. She told me she painted, not for money, just for herself. It asked how I be. Weeks passed, days melted into evenings spent walking, reading, sharing silences that felt more intimate than words. I learned she loved thunderstorms but hated loud noises. That she was afraid of flying but dreamed of seeing Paris. That she always carried a notebook where she scribbled half-finished poems. One evening, as autumn leaves spiraled deep, it was summer when I finally confessed. We had driven out of the city to see the stars. Lying on the hood of my car, the night wrapped around us like a secret. "I love you," I whispered, my chest tight with fear and hope. She turned her head, her green eyes reflecting the sky. "I was waiting for you to say that," she murmured. And then she kissed. But love is never only easy. We argued. Over small things, over nothing at all. She worried I didn't believe in forever. I worried she wanted more than I could give. There was a week we didn't speak. It felt like being half alive. I saw her across the street one evening, umbrella in her hand. I almost let her go, almost, but then I ran through tea. Months later, I surprised her with 2 plane tickets. Her eyes widened. "But you know I am terrified of flying." "I know," I said gently. "But I also know you've always wanted to see Paris. I'll hold your hand the entire time." She cried, and then she kissed me as though the world was collapsing. In Paris, she stood by the Seine, sketchbook in hand.